Okay, welcome. So excited to have you here with us this evening. And if you're not here with us live and you're watching on the replay, welcome. So happy that you're watching this replay. We are going to be talking about a fantastic protocol called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. And this is through Purium Superfood Products. We are promoting our spring into summer 90-day transformation, and I'll explain to you why we do 90 days a little bit later on. And how this call is going to go today is we're actually going to split it into two parts. And the first part is going to be all about the health, the products. We'll have a friend of mine share her transformation story. I'll also be sharing my transformation story. And then the next 30 minutes, we're going to continue the Zoom, just go straight through and talk about doing the business, sharing the mission, sharing the gift card codes and these products with your community, your family. And we'll also have some amazing shares on business transformations in this call, in that second half of the call. So happy that you're here today. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. We have a couple of monitors here looking, and they can answer along the way. They can alert me if there's something that needs to be pointed out. I'm happy to do that as well. So go ahead and use the chat box for any questions that you might have. Welcome, Zaya. Good to see you. And Camille, happy to have you here. And Glenneth. Love it. Bring some testosterone to the call today. That's amazing. Always. Full guarantee. Great hat. All right. So like I said, we're going to talk about this spring into summer transformation. And what I love so much about this is that we're using what's called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Pack. And this pack is going to offer you 30 days of 2 meal replacement shakes, along with all of your supplements. So this is a really good way to have a nutrition reset. And why do we need a nutrition reset? Well, have you seen what's going on in the world these days? It's really difficult, especially since the COVID lockdowns. Everyone's been suffering with the COVID-15, the COVID-20, 30, however, whatever your number is, right? It's a big deal. You know, we haven't been moving our bodies as we used to be before. And we've sort of let the diet sort of slip out, right? And nutrition has just gone by the wayside. We try to get into it again, and then we fall off again, and we go into it again, and we fall off again. Hey, you're totally normal. It's so natural. It's okay. All right. You're in a safe space here. It's okay. And guess what? You're not alone. There's so many people going through this, me included. Hello. So my name is Tal Kapoor, and I am now a fitness and health coach. I've had a tremendous transformation with the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation starting 5 years ago. 5 years. It wasn't just 90 days for me. It's been 5 years. And, you know, to bring it in short, you know, I was really, really ill, and I was in a really bad place financially as well as emotionally. My health was really going down the drain. I had 2 small children, a loving husband, and I just had no energy to deal with anything. I had been suffering since I was 13 with polycystic ovarian syndrome, otherwise known as PCOS. And that was sort of the key factor for a lot of other health ailments that came along the way, such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high everything, immense amount of weight gain. I used to be an athlete when I was younger, originally from Jamaica. So, you know, all Jamaicans are athletes, right? Pretty much all of them are. And so I was definitely a big competitive athlete. And I moved to the United States and fell in love with the standard American diet, which did not do my PCOS any justice at all. It actually tailspun me into depletion on a level that I was not expecting. But I thought it was normal, right? Just totally thought that, all right, now I'm in my 40s, I've got 2 kids, I'm supposed to be tired all the time. I'm supposed to be yawning at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, waiting for that second shot of coffee. This is normal. All parents are going through this. I'm supposed to just drink my sorrows and my troubles away with a bottle of wine every night. It's totally normal. Let's get together, girls. Woohoo, party, you know? This was how it was supposed to be. Like everyone was going on the same road as I was. So what was different, you know? And so yeah, so then you start taking medications for this and that and that and this and and it starts to climb, right? Every year I'd go back for my annual checkup, and my doctor would just up the medications. Let's try a different medication. Let's give you more milligrams of this. Let's try this cocktail. Let's do this combination. And nothing was getting any better. I was just getting sicker and sicker and sicker, right? Tail spinning into depression. Everything was just taking a nosedive. But it was normal. This was inevitable. I had accepted that destiny, accepted that fate, because, you know, I was a 43-year-old woman and that's where I was supposed to be. No, it's not. It's not for anyone. It wasn't for me, and it's not for any of you that are on this Zoom or watching this replay. I am here to tell you that you can take charge of your health and your future. You absolutely can. If you want to, you certainly can. And I am here as living proof, as well as many of my friends. I see them on this Zoom right now. We're going to hear some stories and such about that as well. But yeah, so I have changed. I have lost 83 pounds, you guys, in 2 years, right? I have changed my relationship with my food. No more cravings, really. I mean, I used to be a major chocoholic, and chocolate doesn't faze me. Every now and then I can have a treat and I won't be like wanting to binge on it, right? Fast food, that's gone. Like literally gone out of my life. It's over. It's also gone for my children too. I'm actually able to, and I don't cook, okay? I do not cook. I do not enjoy cooking either, okay? But I'm able to now teach my children what's important, why we need to nourish our bodies the way that we do now, what the differences are. My daughter's had tremendous transformation herself with PCOS and skin disorders and all kinds of stuff. And so it really is food be thy medicine in a nutshell, right? And this is what the ultimate lifestyle transformation offers. Thy medicine, thy way to heal, to support your body, to rectify the things that have been wrong for years and years and years, and to give you all that energy boost that you're looking to receive, that you're in a deserving position to receive. Okay, so with that is my story. I'm going to bring on my dear friend Kim Bushell, who has also had her incredible story of a health journey. And Kim was one of the very first people that I shared Purium with. And so she's seen me from that person coming out into this person. And so she can also attest, she doesn't have to today, but she can attest that what I say is true and real. And yeah, and so Kim is an incredible mom of a beautiful young woman, Ayla, and they've just left Los Angeles and now moved to Puerto Rico. I mean, it's all about having adventures and living a different life. And her husband had a dream of living on a beach, so there they are. And she's also my Aussie buddy. I love her accent. I could listen to her all day long just because I'm so addicted to her accent. So yeah, Kim, would you come off mute and just share a little bit with us, sort of where you were before I introduced you to Purium, what was happening in your life, kind of, go over what your apprehensions were, if you had any, and what you're finding in success with your health now.
Yes. So, okay. I was diagnosed with hypoglycemia back in my early 20s, which is basically the precursor to diabetes. And I was in the UK at that point. And I it pushed me to start looking into nutrition and trying to be healthier. And I guess something like 20 years down the track and still putting up with all of the issues because I hadn't really been able to fix it. I'd tried various pills and potions and this and that and this cleanse and that diet and this diet, and nothing had worked. I had been totally incapable of doing a cleanse because as soon as I tried to change my diet at all, my blood sugar levels would go all over the place and I'd be crashing and nearly passing out and feeling absolutely awful. Even though I had a pretty healthy diet at that point, and exercising regularly, I was still, if I wasn't really careful, I was having about 3 or 4 low sugar attacks a day. So felt pretty awful. Knew that the damage that it was doing to my body was really bad for me long term, because I was feeling the lows, but I was obviously, my body was also going through the highs and all of those dangerous things that high blood sugar does to you. And then saw Tal going through the transformation that that the Purium products had done for her, and went from not really being very interested at all in yet another, what I thought would be, just another diet, to seeing the effect that it had on her and thinking, okay, I really need to get me some of that and see whether it can work its magic on me as well. So started the products, but completely thought that I would not be able to do a serious cleanse and really change my lifestyle that much because of all of the issues that I'd had before. So I started the product, and about 3 days in, realized that what I was putting into my body was completely different to anything that I'd had before. All of a sudden I had a whole heap of energy that I'd been so craving to get for years. My blood sugar levels evened out. The brain fog that I was really struggling with all the time because of this, fluctuations, started clearing. Joint pain, all the inflammation in my joints, because of the high sugar levels in my system, started going away. And so I was big and brave and put on my big girl panties and said to Tal I was going to do the cleanse, which I was really scared. I thought I would end up in a big mess, and I didn't. It's the first cleanse I've been able to do ever, and I've done many since then, and have continued. Like Tal, I've been taking the products now for about 5 years, and each year I look back and think, okay, well, that's another thing that I had been struggling with that's gone. So there's various skin issues and female issues and whatever that have cleared up, and the longer I take it, the better I feel. My energy levels are really, really good. I actually just in my new lifestyle here, I've actually just started as a spin instructor, which I'm loving. I've got loads of energy, love my new lifestyle. My family are way healthier, and I'm managing to also convince lots of friends to also change their health, and I love it. I have not gone a day without the Purium products in an awful long time, and I would never stop taking them now. I love them. I'm completely converted.
I have a couple of follow-up questions for you, Kim, if you don't mind. I'll put you on the spot a little bit more. So I love how you said that you were so surprised the first time you did this that you could actually do it. Like, what was it that made it feel so doable and so simple that you've stuck to it for so many years?
The what I do every day is so easy. I mean, it's just, I get up in the morning and I take my aminos, and then a little bit later I'll have my shake. And I've as my my lifestyle has changed, that I'm doing an awful lot of exercise now, I've added in a whole heap of products to support that. So on a daily, regular basis, it's easy. They're all there. They everything that my body needs is there for me. But the cleanse, was what I was really concerned about not being able to do. And I think for a start, the products work very, very well to even out your blood sugar levels. So that's what I thought was going to be a problem for me, but it wasn't. And I think the other thing is that because of the way that it's set up, that you are nourishing your body every couple of hours. So it's not expecting you, and you eat real food every day as well, even, while you're on the cleanse. So it's not like you're expecting your body to survive for, on apple juice for a week or, so for somebody like me that really struggled with not eating more than for 3 or 4 hours, then it was there. Every 2 hours I could eat something and all was well.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, I was right there with you the whole time. And so, yeah, I saw all of that. I saw all the trepidation before as well, the comprehension and the nerves and oh my gosh, I don't know if I can actually do this. Is this something that I can do? And I love that you said that you actually found it to be simple. And what happens?
Yes, very.
After you do this for a little while, you start creating the habits, those healthy habits. And once they say that it takes 21 days to create a new habit. I actually just proved it the other day with my fitness regimen, doing cardio for 21 days. And then finally I was like, 21 days. Oh, I think I'm actually getting used to doing this every morning now. Go figure. It is that 21-day kick, right? And so that's why the 30 days really sort of gets you moving and grooving. And then, for this purpose, we're talking also about our 90-day transformation challenge. And then that next 30 to 60 days is really about hammering those new habits in. And then the last 30 days of the 90 is about including this into your lifestyle in a way that you don't even have to think about it. It just naturally happens, right? And that's sort of the progress of the 1 to 30, 30 to 60, 60 to 90, and then you're just in it forever because, I mean, you said it yourself, you're just better off on than you are off.
Absolutely.
Right?
And also just becoming part of this community where there's so much support and so much information. So any of the questions that I had along the way, right from day one and continuing 5 years later, there's always somebody that has the answer, and there's always somebody else that has had or is struggling with the same thing, either that you can get help from or that you can help yourself. That I really like that.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you being here today. Thank you, Kimmy.
Thanks, Tal.
You're muted, Tal.
Oops. Thank you, Nirankar. So I was saying some of the things that people are experiencing, much like what Kim had touched on, and I've also touched on, are better sleep. Really amazing deep REM sleep, and that's where it all starts, right? You get that restorative sleep so that your body can do the work that it needs to do in order to repair itself. Your skin gets better, right? There is also weight loss, or there's also a path for people who want to gain weight too, right? Inflammation is decreased. I mean, you heard Kim talking about the inflammation of her sugar levels, right? Her blood sugar levels. That's inflammation. Inflammation is not just about swollen hands or feet. It's anything in the body that's inflamed, and your numbers are higher than they should be, or lower in some cases. There's a problem with inflammation. Pain. Oh my goodness. I used to have so much joint pain. I'm not even kidding. I could not get out of the bed in the morning without doing a full massage of my knees and my ankles just to stand up. And now I literally pop up and I do back squats all day long. It's like the pain is gone, right? Sciatica pain, all of that stuff, it's gone, right? The energy, it's like, finally, I can be a mom. Kim, you can be a mom to Ayla, and we can be these moms that are not just trying to be powerhouses, but literally are powerhouses. The way that we're showing and representing and showing up for our children in true energy throughout the entire day. And y'all know, kids, they take a lot of energy. They kind of just don't stop. I don't think they have a push button that says stop or pause. They just kind of keep going, right? No matter what age they're at, right? Digestion issues are huge. So a lot of people who have things like IBS or gut dysbiosis or anything like that, I mean, we have world leading product here. Okay. I'm just going to give it up for the Biomedic for a second, because this is the only product, and it's one of our signature products, the only product that is clinically tested and proven to remove glyphosate from the gut. So if you don't know what glyphosate is, Nirankar, would you be a doll and just type that whole word out in the chat? You can just copy that and Google it. You'll see. Basically, it's Roundup, right? It's the main ingredient in Roundup. And so it's a carcinogen, and it'll kill anything in your gut, right? Your villi, all of that stuff. It's just awful. It's also cancer causing, proven to be cancer causing. Why it's still out there in the world is beyond me. Check in with the Million Mom Movement. If you could drop that link in there also as well. Million Mom Movement to learn more about that. There is a weekly Friday Zoom hosted by a beautiful woman that's going to be on with us later on the second half of this call. And I'll introduce you to Stephanie later. Oh, there she is. She dropped her own link. I love it. And so digestion is a big thing, and fitness. I mean, like I told you in the beginning, I used to be an athlete, and then sort of that went by the wayside for many, many years. And ever since starting my health journey, I lost 45 pounds in a year and then started CrossFit. And what? Oh my gosh, I'm like a huge, I love working out. I love working out. I love lifting heavy stuff. And I have the super aminos to thank for that. Also, what I have to thank for is the incredible integrity that the owners of this company have. Anyone who's on this Zoom who has either met Dave or Amy in person or seen them on a Zoom can attest to their integrity, their love, their superpower for holding up every human on this planet. Without doubt, no shame. They are the most incredible humans I have ever met in my life, who live their life with love and gratitude first. That's it. I mean, there's no other company like this. They are people that you can hug and touch and talk to one-on-one and be in close friendships with. And, they're not big CEOs sitting at the top of a high rise, on Wall Street. That's just not who they are. They don't drive the fancy cars and get the limo drivers. There's actually people in this company who actually even make more money than they do, right? And they spend so much time, effort, and resources in giving back to the community, in really doing some deep, serious research in the soil culture that they do. I mean, we are beyond organic, okay? Not only are we beyond organic and fully certified, they are the ones that lobbied in Washington for the organic USDA organic seal that you see on all the products in the market. You can thank Dave and Amy for that, okay? They're also on an amazing green, oh my gosh, I'm just like so passionate about the work that they're doing, because we're going plastic free. We have over 70 products and we're going plastic free. All right, we're about 90% plastic free as of January 1st this year. Okay, we've got one product left. Okay, we're working on how to do the packaging for that so you don't end up with a thing full of dust, right? Your tablets don't turn to dust, right? But we're almost there. And biodegradable packaging. They really care about this earth. They really care about what emissions we're doing to our body. It's incredible. Dave and Amy Venner, Dave Sandoval, incredible human beings. So the 30-day, it's a no-brainer, right? You'll get your 30-day pack. For the first 20 days, you're going to have 2 shakes a day. You're also there's also a whole schedule for how you'll take your supplements during the day. And then the last 10 days, you're going to be taking a cleansing herb that's really going to help cleanse your liver. And that's really what everyone needs, is a liver detox. Okay. So you can either do just a simple plan, and kind of it's a way that I've been recommending to people to start for the first 30 days. And then in your next 30 days, we're going to do the deeper, more immersion pack where you still have the same products, but now you're going to go into a 10-day detox. And it's an incredible experience. And this is where Kim was feeling some apprehension and feeling very nervous about it, and then realized, oh, okay, day 2, day 3, all right, I can actually do this and it feels good. And I'm not like, let's just be honest, pooping every second, because we don't like those kinds of cleanses, right? And then your 3rd month, depending on where you are and what your goals are and what's happening with your body and how you're feeling, you either continue with another 30-day pack, or we take you down to a maintenance pack for 30 days, with less products. So, there's all this support, and we are all here for you. Kim is here for you. I'm here for you. Everyone else, that's, I see a lot of brand partners on this Zoom as well. There is a ton of accountability. We also have a fantastic daily tracker sheet. So you can actually track yourself to see where you are. You can get to do those little check marks so that you're not forgetting the steps that you need to be doing in order to have your transformation and hit your goals. So I invite you all to join us for this spring into summer 90-day transformation. Some people have already started. It's never too late to start. Summer goes on, at least here in California, probably until like November. It's like summer every day, and Puerto Rico too, right? Yeah, well, Puerto Rico probably all year round. So it's never too late to start. And even if it's not in the container of the 90 days, hey, you have come to the place asking for a nutrition reset. It doesn't matter what day of the week, what time of the day, or the month of the year. Okay, this is your time. This is your time. You're ready, and you have a community here that is here to support you 100%. No one ever does this by themselves. Why? Because it's not fun to do it alone. It's just not fun to do it alone. Right? So we've come now to the bottom of our hour, 30 minutes. And so we're going to switch over. Thank you so much, Kim. I really appreciate you being here and sharing with everyone. And so we're going to go into now talking about our community and talking about how we actually share what we have, because we brand partners really do believe, proof is in the pudding, that we have the gold. Right? We have the gold that everyone is searching for. You just don't know what it's called yet, but we know what it's called. And we've got your back for you, right? And we also have an incredible gift of a 25% discount to offer you. And so how does that work with doing a business? What do you mean by doing a business? Well, what does that mean to you? Are you working full time right now and looking to get out of a job that you feel you're not able to progress in? Are you being paid for the 8 hours, but you're actually working 12 to 13 hours every day? Are you traveling too much and away from your children all the time? Are you coming home from work and just too exhausted to make dinner? So you're just bringing home the mac and cheese or whatever you can find from, Kentucky Fried Chicken or whatever. That I'm just talking about where I was. Yeah, full disclosure here. Okay, it's like KFC was the pickup. Yeah, no more. Right? What is your life around when it comes to your profession and your lifestyle? Are they what's the word, congruent with each other? Right? Do they speak to one another? Are they allowing you to live the life that you actually want? Are you making any money? Are you making any money? Is that making money on your terms or is it on someone else's terms? Like, you decide what having an additional stream of income means to you. Okay. I know that research has told me that all millionaires, well, most millionaires become millionaires because they have several streams of income. Okay. Fixed income, residual income. Residual income, anyone will tell you, is the best kind because that's when you make money in your sleep. When you're in the middle of that deep REM sleep, thanks to your apothecary, you wake up in the morning and voila! Oh my goodness, residual income has entered your life. It is the best feeling in the world. It is the most gratifying feeling in the world to know that you are now making a difference in someone else's life. You are now helping them improve their lifestyle, improve their relationships with their children, because they're no longer that cranky mama, right? They're no longer that cranky mama. And you're the one that they call on and say, oh my gosh, thanks so much for sharing this with me. Yeah. So if you're interested in doing that, if you're interested in sort of implementing this offering into, say, your own health practice, for example, and I'm going to bring on a dear friend of mine, Nirankar, who has done just that and is doing just that and is really stepping into what she has designed for her life. She's a mama of a beautiful teenage girls. Whoa, we all have these beautiful teenage girls. This is really something. I like that. I also have some teenage boys in the house too, so it's all good. But Nirankar has been in the wellness business for some time now, really supporting women mostly in up-leveling their nutrition. She's really I'm so impressed by her, just the knowledge that she has on an everyday basis and really just dropping in some gold all the time. And she's joined into this business to also support her community. So Nirankar, will you mind coming off mute? And would you tell us a little bit about what that business transformation has been for you? It's been quite a journey, and I really want to hear how it's been, what's going on, what are your plans? Like, it's so exciting to see all the things that you have going on for you.
Thank you so much, Tal. I absolutely adore working with you. Like, your business prowess, I love following in your footsteps and being your side by. So thank you so much. Wow. Well, I'm called to bring us back further than maybe all of you know anything about me. I was when my daughter was born, I was working full-time plus, like 60 hours a week, and my husband stayed home. And he stayed home with her, and I was the sole breadwinner. And I was at the time managing a wellness center connected to a hospital. So I was in healthcare. And it was the time when cell phones first came out. So I first carried a beeper, and then I carried a cell phone. So I was like never away from the office. And I longed to spend more time outside. I longed to spend more time in nature. I longed to be with my family. I was like, this isn't who I am. No, but so I was working very long hours. So fast forward, I was like, I have to get out of this. So when I left the hospital, it's like I had this big vision. I wanted clinics. I wanted to, the healthcare industry was like a nightmare to me, honestly. And so I decided I would open my own business, and I became a solopreneur. I launched Get Well, Stay Well Naturally as a transformational health and wellness coach. And so, I mean, that it didn't just happen like that. No, it was hard to launch my own business and like get out there and figure out how to be online and how to support my family that way. And it was not easy. And I was alone in my office in my house, like, where's my team? Where's all the people? You know, it really wasn't who I was. And I also found that in my work with women one-on-one, I started teaching an 8-week course, and those women would turn into one-on-one customers and clients, and women were so depleted. And actually, I was seeing their depletion because I was depleted, and I didn't even really know that I was depleted. I still I ate well, I did yoga, I took care of myself, but really I was pretty exhausted, and I was always busy. You know, I thought that in order to be successful, I had to work really, really hard. So I still was in that pattern of working a lot. And so another angel on this call, Miss Stephanie Dawn, kind of tagged me in this other community that we were in together. And she was like, hey, do you know about this? And it was this superfood company, this superfood protocol. And at first I was like, and I tried the products myself. And at the time, I was like, do I join the business or do I just try the products? And she's like, well, it's a no-brainer to me. You're a health coach. Why wouldn't you just join the business? And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. So I joined the business right away. And so I want to fast forward a little bit, because today, I received the biggest check from Purium I've received yet. And I just thought that it was really timely, you know, that email came just as I was about to hop on here. And what it showed me is that I don't need to struggle so hard. I can do what I absolutely love. And I'm much further along in my vision for what I see healthcare should be, and how we can take care of each other, and how so many gems of this model actually work, and how it's lighting me up. It's transforming me from a solopreneur to a CEO. You know, this vision of really having such a big team, and having an impact, because one-on-one just wasn't really the impact that I was looking for. I wanted to go big. And so this feels like a place where I can go big, I can learn, you know, where I feel like I'm a part of a team again. So thank you so much for
Yeah, don't go anywhere. I totally resonate with everything that you're saying. I mean, getting that email today and seeing what was coming into my account on direct deposit tomorrow was just like, yes, I had that same epiphany that I can totally do this, and I am totally in that trajectory of where I need to be. You know, I totally sympathize. So tell me, going from, I want to know like what the experience has been for you. We're going from being that solopreneur, right? You're still a solopreneur because it is your own business, right? But going from that alone solopreneur, what has it been like coming into this sort of residual business and being in a community? What's that been like for you?
Well, to have the support of this, to really feel, first of all, to feel Stephanie and this entire team's support of, you know, how do I do this, and what do you think, and just to remain teachable in this business and let it transform me, and listen to how it's done and how it resonates for me. So the way it's really brought me through valuing connections with people, like really, I that was always a major part of how I did business anyway. But to be able to bring that gift of who I am into this business and watch how that connection actually brings in the, can transform someone else's life and my own, and to really lean into that and integrate it into what I was already doing has really been, it's been fun. It's been scary for sure, because I never imagined that I would be leaning so heavily on the superfood business, because it felt like something I was just going to do as kind of a hobby to support my clients and maybe support me. And now I'm like, no, like this is the answer I've been looking for, to have a role in what I see is not really working in our culture on so many levels.
Yeah, so well said, Nirankar. Really, truly, so well said. I mean, it's we kind of go from that zero to hero stage, right? And we do that because there is so much support here, and we're never really alone, you know. And I mean, I love being a side team sister with you and just really rising up with you. It's really been so great to watch your growth since about a year now that you've been in, and just sort of seeing how you're growing into that has been really, really so beautiful to witness. And it gives me inspiration to keep doing what I'm doing. And you're right, we all start off, not all, but most of us do start off in that sort of small mind thinking. And then all of a sudden we go, aha, there's an aha moment in there. Wait a minute. This is actually something that's viable. That's interesting. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing today, Nirankar. I love you so much, my love. Love you so much. So yeah, so touching a little bit more on Nirankar and sharing some similarities. I used to be an interior designer, and I had my own business for 23 years. And I was also a solopreneur. Did everything by myself. All the sourcing, the shopping, the billing, the networking, the looking for clients, the going to client meetings, the this, all of that stuff. Just me alone. Had to wear all the hats. When I first graduated college, it was great. It was so much fun. And then it kind of became, wait a minute, this is not fun. This is sucking the life out of me. And I too started my Purium business hot out of the gate. I'm not even kidding. I told my sponsor, my friend who had introduced me to Purium, don't tell anyone, okay? No one should know that I'm doing this. I was so embarrassed. I was mortified. I was so embarrassed that here I was going to do yet another thing that I thought it was just like another diet fad thing. And I was like, this is not going to work, honey. And I'm going to return my stuff within the 60 days and get my money back, because it's not going to work. And sure enough, a week later, I was like, wait a minute, I'm down 6 pounds and I'm feeling amazing. And I've got no pain in my body and I've got energy. I didn't need a nap in the middle of the day. And coffee, what's coffee again? I don't know what coffee is anymore. That's very strange for a Jamaican. Okay, seriously. So I obviously could feel that something was happening in my body. And Erin just very beautifully said to me, well, Tal, you're not a selfish person. And I said, well, yeah, I know that. What do you mean? And she's like, well, you got to tell your friends. You have to tell your friends because you found the gold. You know that this stuff is the real deal. It's not manufactured. This is the real deal. So share it. And I thought, well, all righty then. And I went fast. Didn't even know I was going fast. Took off, started sharing, called Kim. She came over, she tasted some stuff and got a whole bunch of other friends in, and everyone was having transformations here, there, everywhere, all over, and it's still going. It's like crazy town. And after 3 months, and I realized, whoa, this is actually taken over the income that I'm actually doing with my interior design business, and I'm actually having more fun, right? Because I don't have to do the marketing, I don't do the billing, I don't hold on to credit cards, I don't do this, I don't. No, it's there, it's done. The platform is there, the training is there, everything is done. It's taught, they teach you how to do it, everything step by step, boom, boom, boom. You're never left alone. It's amazing and so much fun, right? So I agree with you, Nirankar, being able to switch that over and seeing, that announcement email come in on Thursday afternoons and seeing what's going to be deposited the next day. Every Friday, there is a direct deposit. Plus, on the 15th of every month, 5 times a month, we're getting paid, you guys, 5 times a month. It allows us to not be stuck in that fixed income, right? And stressing about, oh, I have to wait for next year before I get that 2 or 3% raise, if I get it, right? And oh my gosh, I have to take my vacation leave or I'm going to lose it. But I'm working on this huge project, I can't do it. Or, oh my goodness, a family member has passed on the East Coast, I need to make the trip. Wait, I can't because I don't have time off? What are we doing? Why are we living this way, right? Why are we allowing other systems to make our lives matter, to make the decisions that we need to make for ourselves? Let's do it ourselves. And so with that, I'm going to bring in my favorite person. Oh my goodness, Stephanie Dawn is, not only is she a dear mentor to me, but Stephanie has been a longtime friend of mine ever since I started my health journey. She has never once left my side, even though she was also going on her own health journey. She's just always stuck with me. We talk all the time. It's been such a beautiful relationship developing over the past 5 years. I don't know what I was doing before 5 years before Stephanie Dawn. That's like the BSD, right? Before Stephanie Dawn, right? And yeah, she's a super powerful woman. She is an activist. She's the chairwoman of the Million Mom Movement, which is the activism leg of Purium. And she could tell you all about glyphosate all day, so we won't get you started, Stephanie. Okay, we're just going to keep it small on that, right? And she's a beautiful mama of 2 amazing teenage boys who are really such beautiful young men. Congratulations, you've done a beautiful job.
Thank you.
Also had an incredible journey through healing her body with cancer naturally. So from cancer, not with cancer, from cancer naturally. Mm-hmm. And so Stephanie has been helping many women for many, many years develop their businesses and shine bright with giving their gift and really being able to support them as their business coach. And so she is business coach to me, as well as Kim and Nirankar as well. So I'd like to bring you on, Stephanie. And if you could share with us, I'm so happy that you're here with us today. Thank you for being here. Mm-hmm. And if you can share with us a little bit about what that business coaching business was before you saw Purium, what made you decide to choose Purium to partner with, and just, whatever you want to talk about, really, whatever you want to talk about. Go for it.
Yeah, sure. Thanks so much. That's a great question. It's so awesome to be here. I love this company so much. I found it 6 years ago when I was a hot mess. I was perimenopausal. I was experiencing candida in my body. I had a frozen shoulder and I was 50 pounds overweight. So I was not doing great. And I really, I loved food. I was really addicted to all kinds of food, and I really was not interested in cleansing at all. Don't talk to me about cleansing. But I was, my spiritual mentor says that the pain pushes until the vision pulls. And I was in pain and I needed help and support to get out of what I was living. And so the vision of being healthier is really what led me forward. And so, sure enough, I lost the 50 pounds and I transformed the candida in my body, and then was sort of whammied 3 years later with the breast cancer diagnosis. But I'm happy to say that, there's no further metastasis and I'm doing amazing in my health experience right now. I'm so grateful to be alive. But going back 6 years to being a busy business coach with a full roster of clients and not looking for another stream of income, I was making great money. But I was the sort of that classic solopreneur, like the buck began and stopped with me. And I wore all the hats in my business and I was not working in community. And I had come really far as a solopreneur and I was really proud of that. But when I just sort of started dabbling in Purium, I started having results and I know a lot of moms. And so I was like, oh boy, I really could help a lot of women with these protocols, And so I made the decision to just share casually on Facebook. And I started ranking up within the company and making money without even trying. And I was like, what's possible if I try? And so that really changed everything for me when I started going for it within the company. I went to their convention and I just fell in love with Dave and Amy and all the people that were being attracted to it. Cause I really wanted to see who's being attracted to this opportunity and are they my people? And of course, that's exactly who y'all are. You're my people. And so, people that care, moms on a mission, fellow activists, fellow organic farmers, artists, women entrepreneurs, wellness leaders, all of the above, that's this company is peopled by so many incredible humans like that. And so I just knew that this was my path out of the solopreneurism, out of being a business coach. I kept business coaching though, while I was building my business part-time, my Purium business part-time, until the cancer diagnosis. And then I left the business coaching, bye-bye substantial income. And I left Purium. I stopped working my Purium business too, just to put all of that creative energy into healing my body. And of course, the business coaching income stopped, full stop. The Purium income, I had a robust team, as a green diamond with the company, I was making great money and the money kept coming in while I was away healing my body. And so I really saw the power and the elegance of the residual income model during that experience. And it was profound for me. And then I was able to, after 6 months of getting my body, just getting to that place where I felt like I could work again. And I felt like I'd come far enough that I could pivot and start to really care for my whole team. And that was the other thing that was cool, is I took myself away from my team and my upline cared for my whole team. Rachel Balancet, she cared for my whole team while I was away caring for myself. And I don't what business model does that? It was incredible. And to this day, I'm eternally grateful to her for that. So, ever since January of 2020, I've been back in the saddle working and serving and, earning full-time income with part-time hours. And it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant. And I love waking up every day and helping people transform their health and helping all my team transform their wealth. It just gives me a lot of satisfaction and there's nowhere else I want to be. I'm so clear. It's just, this is fun. This is, I get to be that servant leader in my life, and support the people that are wanting to show up in their own lives as servant leaders as well. So It's rich.
Yeah, rich is that's a good word. I love it. Yeah, I remember when you took that time off, and yeah, it was difficult for everyone, that Stephanie's gone, but we all knew that we still had our own businesses to run. We still had things to do. I also took some time off around the same time as well, and to come back in and then check the bank account that I never even looked at before because I just sort of assumed, I don't know what I assumed. And then to look at it and see, oh, wait a minute, I hadn't even been really working this. And wow, there's quite a substantial amount of money sitting in this account, just from taking a less than a year and a half off. So it was also for me a wake up call to like really, all right, it's time to really dive in. It's time to really dive in. And your support through that has been really tremendous. So yeah, so thank you for sharing your story. I know that, we have this, how do you say this formula or this languaging that we like to really encourage people who join us to go fast. Right. And I touched a little bit on how I went fast when I finally figured out that I shouldn't be hiding in the corner with this anymore. Is there anything that you want to touch on about that?
Well, that's, going fast is really the way that Purium designed their compensation plan. That's where you unlock a large chunk of the compensation is when you and your brand partners go fast. So, because there's matching bonuses. So you're getting your commissions and you're getting these matching bonuses. And so your brand new brand partners get these big fat bonuses and then you get them too. And so it gives you sort of like that financial, impetus to help, which is what I love about this business as well. It's like, it's all about like, we rise by lifting others, and so that's the beauty of the network. And so it's just, it's a beautiful way to just like help people rapidly, make money rapidly, and then help the people that are in your organization to do the exact same thing. And then that duplicates down in your organization and everyone's happy.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, those matching bonuses are definitely
Generous.
They're very generous. They're very generous, you guys. We're talking, 4 digits, 3 digits, 4 digits.
Yeah.
And they're matching. And so if you get, lots of other brand partners going fast under you, you're getting all of those matching bonuses too. And that just makes for a very happy day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last thing I want to say is, this is not rocket science. It's organic, whole food, superfood nutrition. It's consumables that we need every single day. And people are suffering out there. And the mission of this company is to end human suffering. And so that's like holy work, in my opinion, so we wake up every day to help people and their suffering, because suffering is no way to live. It's not necessary when we really pay attention to what we're putting in our bodies. And that's what Purium did for me. I was suffering 6 years ago. I was a mom on the go, caring for two kids and a husband at the time, and, doing my work with my business coaching, and then doing my activism and all the ways that I was working in the community. And I was not caring for my body nutritionally the way that I needed to. And it was this sort of like this sacred container that supported me to make healthy choices every single day. I needed that support, and I needed this community to make those changes for myself. And then once I found out about, the business opportunity, I was like, okay, I saw my exit strategy to leave the dollars for hours paradigm. So it was the answer for me. And I think it's the answer for many, many, many people. So join us, join us. I'm, as Tal said, I'm chair of the Million Mom Movement. And, in order to get to 1 million, I need a lot of moms and dads and concerned caregivers that want to get the glyphosate out of yourself and your kids and your aunties, your uncles, your grandparents. And I can't do it without more joining us. So you're invited.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing today, Stephanie. I know we could listen to you all day long, but we are at the top of the hour. So I want to respect everyone's time for being here on time and being present and listening throughout our presentation today. And to let you know that if you are looking to join us in business, whether it to be to cover a cell phone bill or a car payment, or if you're ready to take off and like be a business owner and really make substantial thousands monthly, then, you know, get back to the person who invited you to this Zoom. And also, if you're interested in joining us for the spring to summer 90-day transformation, we are here, open arms. Right now is a beautiful time to join us and to purchase your packs. There's an amazing Memorial Day weekend sale happening right now, and lots of free stuff coming with lots of real stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, they've really put it together, and they're giving the tent away for sure. And yeah, so the sale, and then we've also got our coffee protein bar that's included as a free gift for every purchase that's made between now and Tuesday. I should preface it and say, while the supplies last for the coffee protein, which is delicious. So now is a really, really great time to join us in a nutrition reset, or to join us in brand partnership, because then you get all of the products for, like, you know, you get tons of free stuff with it. So if you are interested in either path, we invite you to reach back to the person who invited you onto this Zoom live with us or in the replay. And yeah, thank you so much to my guests, Kim, Nirankar, and Stephanie, for being here today and sharing your stories with us. And I hope you all have a beautiful evening. Thank you so much for being here. Take care, everyone.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Take care.
Bye.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Bye.